So some of y'all might have noticed that I've been posting range shorts recently. If you haven't, check them out. They're a vibe. And if you've been paying attention, I'm also recording and showing my hits to you, my wonderful community. And if you pay attention, you'll notice that not all of the hits are nice and tight A-zone hits. In fact, some of them are deltas, or there's even a couple of straight-up misses. Now, Lucas Botkin put out a video, it's almost 10 years ago now. Holy crap, am I old. And Lucas was, for a lot of us, our first introduction to somebody who is pushing for the average shooter to be at a higher level of competency. So as a quick refresher, what ends gunfights? It's typically the person that's getting the most hits the most quickly. Now, I know that I can absolutely slow down and plug tight, consistent hits out to a pretty good distance. I mean, here's a video of me consistently tapping a C-zone steel target at like 45 yards. Budget 2011 review incoming soon-ish, by the way. But the real question is, how quickly can I do it? So we'll use another example here. I'm going to come full circle on this, I promise. So any of my gym bros out there, you'll hear people talking about training until you hit failure. Quick disclaimer, none of these statements are any type of fitness advice. I'm just using this as a philosophical talking point. Thank you. Now, it's probably not a good idea to be training until you hit muscular failure every single time that you go to the gym. Or do. I mean, I'm not your dad. You do what you want. But it might be useful for you to do it every now and then, at least so that you can see where your breaking point is. What are the limits of your abilities? It might be more than you think it actually is. And we're kind of doing the same for shooting here. So if I was to plot on a graph, how accurate can I shoot versus how quickly can I shoot? There is a point at which the wheels start to come off and you no longer are able to make consistent, accurate shots at a certain point of speed. What we want to do is we want to find that point, and we want to be able to figure out and isolate what am I doing right and what am I doing wrong. And we can use that feedback, we can use that data to push that point a little bit further so we can be more accurate more quickly. This is how we get faster. This is how we get more capable. This is how we become better shooters. And this is the same thing that we do in the gym. If you look at this from like a nerdy, scientific, science guy way of analyzing what exercise is, we're causing microscopic tears in our musculature, and we do that so that we can build and grow our muscles, so that we can put more load on them before hitting failure if we ever need to do something in the real world. We're building our capacity for strength, the same way that we're building our capacity to shoot quickly and accurately by pushing ourselves beyond what we think we can normally do. And this is one of the many reasons why I call, the flat range my gym or my dojo. We're pushing ourselves here. We're making mistakes. We're finding where our breaking points are. We're finding where our deficiencies are. And we're taking that data and we're establishing a plan to improve on it so that we can get to a higher standard, so that we can hold ourselves to a higher standard, so we can be a more competent and capable defender. So that's why I don't have any issues with posting my misses on the internet, is because that's not a representation of me at my best. That's a representation of me pushing myself so that I can become better. I can absolutely, if you guys want, just post videos of me just plugging A-zone hits all day long at a nice, comfortable pace, but that's not exciting. That's like watching a guy that's, jacked to the nines just sitting there and curling 5-pound dumbbells all day long. Yeah, he can do that all day long. He's got plenty of capacity for it. But that's not the point. The point is to improve. The point is to be better. And we get better by missing. So that's why you should be missing while you're at the range. At least if you have a plan for it. Anyway, that's all for today. Remember to train, keep your heads on a swivel, as all of y'all are your own first responders, and now is probably a good time to be a little bit more vigilant. Remember, we are going to make it, but only if you care enough to put in the work. Finish strong. I'll see you next time.